Welcome to the Industrial Talk Podcast with Scott McKenzie. Scott is a passionate industry professional dedicated to transferring cutting-edge, industry-focused innovations and trends while highlighting the men and women who keep the world moving. So put on your hard hat, grab your work boots, and let's go.
All right, welcome to the Industrial Talk Podcast. So glad that you are here. Thank you very much for joining. This podcast is going to be specific to, I guess, the COVID-19 or the coronavirus, but it's going to be a little bit different. It's going to be one of optimism, and you're going to say to yourself, hey, Scott, how come? Because it's so challenging out there. So let's get going. I'm going to tell you why. Yeah, it is challenging. Yeah, I'm not happy with it either. It creates a lot of discomfort in my life, my family's life, my business, absolutely. And I'm sure it's doing it for you because you know why? Because everybody is experiencing the same challenge. Everybody is feeling that financial pinch. Everybody is, and this is global. It's not just a state. It's all over the place. So, this is what I'm thinking is going to happen. And just bear with me because it does get optimistic here. It's going to get even more weird. It just is. Right now, we just got notified. I work out at a gym. Once again, it gets canceled. And it's just going to get even odder. And people are going to be feeling more of the pinch. And that's just going to be the realities. And people are going to panic. And so this particular podcast is going to be specific to your business. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do about your business? Are you just going to sit back and you're just going to allow the events that are taking place that you cannot control? And yes, everybody feels the pain. Are you going to just let them continue to impact? Are you going to sit there and listen to the news or stroll around on social media? Because what are you going to do with your business? What are you going to do with your career? It all depends. Either you can do all of that, either you can sit there and take that avenue and woe is me, I'm going to just shut down. And you know what? Because I have statistics and all that, people are doing that. And I'm here to tell you that here's an opportunity for you to do something for your business and with your business and turn this unfortunate global situation into an opportunity. Now, I understand. I'm not sitting here saying, hey, let's take a crisis and create a opportunity to, make money. No, that's not what I'm saying. But I am telling you that there are going to be businesses that are going to just sort of sit on their hands. And I'm telling you right now, are you going to just sit there and allow the events of COVID-19, coronavirus, impact you? Because once again, it's across the board. You can worry about it, which I do. Everybody does, but I find that I'm gonna continue to sort of soldier on. I'm going to be optimistic about the whole thing because I know that everybody is looking for solutions. Everybody needs help. And that's what's so great about the industrial community. We take disruptions, we take the challenges that happen and focus on our business and focus on individuals that serve. We're all in this boat together. And there's a lot of incredible, wonderful people out there, right? It is amazing what can be done when everybody recognizes that, okay, we've got a challenge out here, and I'm here to help, and I'm going to do everything I can to help, and I'm going to keep on giving of myself. I did a series on the business Beatitudes, and it is all about humility, all about giving, all about sacrifice, all about other focus. And in times like these, in the community that we have, requires us to do that, to be that shining light, that optimistic view of what's going on, and be sympathetic to the challenges that are taking place, not just personally, but from a business point of view. And it's not going away. And so either you can worry about it, you can fret about it, or you can sit there and say, I'm going to be an optimistic force within this very challenging time. So I have every reason to be optimistic because I've dealt and I've interacted with so many industrial companies, industrial people. And you know what I find? You industrial people out there, you always say, I can. You say I can, and you don't even think about the fact that there's uncertainty, which you do, but you still know that it's like, hey, I got to get past this, the worry, the disruption. But in industry, we innovate, we adapt, and we adjust to serve the community that we find ourselves in, and that's industry. The other thing is that we have such an important component, industry as a whole. It's a big blanket. We have an obligation to the economy, which then also touches everybody's life. And that's why there's no other option. We can, once again, we can worry. We can sit there and think about woe is me. Or we can do what we know how to do best, and that's why we innovate. We're creative. We help and we serve other people. We give. Our hearts are big. And it's time to really draw on that reality of our community, right? So there's going to be a leadership gap. And because of that, people are looking for people to fill that gap. And industry does. Industry does all of that. And coming from a person that's been around the world and who has interacted with thousands of industrial companies and professionals. And now it's time. Now it's time to step up and be that optimistic leader that I know that we can be, right? So this is what I'm going to do. It's nothing fancy. I'm going to avoid large crowds. Podcasting. It's a perfect situation where you're not going to get infected by any coronavirus here because, well, it's all digital. But I'm going to wash my hands. I'm going to keep my immune system strong. I'm going to continue to do whatever I need to do. And I recommend that you do the same thing. You try the best you can. The biggest thing that I am not going to do, I'm not going to pay attention to the news. I'm not going to pay attention to what's taking place on social media. I am intentionally going to surround myself with optimism, with individuals who are saying, yep, this is painful. Yep, I'm struggling right now, but you know what? I'm going to just soldier on. I'm going to be an optimistic light in this challenging situation. That's all we can do. Because the other option is, oh, woe is me. I'm looking out at social media. I'm looking at all of the bad things. And I'm going to just do my part. And I'm going to continue to do whatever is necessary to keep the light of industry going. Now, this is what I'm offering. And normally this is my business, right? But this is what I'm offering. I'm offering the fact that you can get on this podcast. Get on it. Let's promote it. Let's talk a little bit about why you are in such a, why you're optimistic. What are you doing? How are you helping people? What the whole story, your industry, what's happening in there. That's what this platform is about. And there's no friction whatsoever. I'll make it as easy as 1, 2, 3. And you know what the best part? There's no cost. I just want to work with other industry leaders who recognize the necessity of just not being on the sideline, getting involved, being leaders, and making things happen. And to be able to shine the light of optimism in a very challenging situation. And it's going to get worse. But that's when we need to be stronger. So everything that you're bringing to it, I just ask that you take me up on this offer of getting on the podcast. I will make you look tremendous. I will make your company look spectacular. And once again, no cost. I will make the experience absolutely, positively wonderful. And it's because I feel an obligation to be an optimistic light in this particular challenging situation. And I want you to be that to join along. Jump in the boat with me. We're all in the same boat. And I'll tell you one other thing. Go out, and if you find customers that want to be a part of it, bring them on. I'll brand you. I'll do everything I can. That's my obligation, and that's what I want to do for you. We're all in this boat together. There's nothing we can do about it. I'm just proud as can be being a part of an industrial community that innovates, that helps people without any thing in return. Your other focus, and now it's time. It's time to step up and let's do this. And I appreciate it. So what I'm going to have out on industrialtalk.com, a link. Click on the link. Reach out to me. I am available. And I'm telling you right now, get on it. And we can have a great conversation and be optimistic in a time of challenge. And be able to communicate this optimism, this leadership that we need to take hold of and do it. So anyway, I'm always very thankful for everybody who listens. Thankful for what you do in your communities, with your families, and in society as a whole. You're such an important component of the economy. And you can't back off. You got to step up. And you've got to be a part of the optimism that has got to permeate all levels. I'm here. And you're not going to get infected because it's all going to be digital. And you don't even have to leave your house. You got a computer, you got a camera, you got everything that you need. So there's no reason why you shouldn't get on it. And I would love to be able to have an opportunity to meet you and make you look like a rock star, because you are. So thank you very much. Thank you very much for joining the Industrial Talk podcast. Always be bold, be brave, dare greatly. That's what we're talking about today in this COVID-19 world, and change the world. Thank you, and you'll be hearing from me really soon.